What's going on, everybody? So today's video, this is going to be the last day of Bond number 9 week. And I got special guests. Got 2 hitters, because we're going to finish it off in a big way. I got Emitsu from Simply Put Sense. And I got Jay Copeland from Stay Fresh Productions. So if you want to find out our thoughts on Bond number 9 New York Nights, well, you're going to have to stay tuned and watch. So if this is your first time coming across this beautiful bald-headed bastard, you like this type of content, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to do that type of intro because I am tired. I did it for every single day, and this guy is just worn out. This bald-headed bastard is tired. So let's just get into it. Bond number 9 New York Nights was launched in 2017 and is classed as an Oriental vanilla. Before I give you my thoughts, and trust me, my thoughts are pretty much the only ones that truly matter, mind you. Justin, why don't you give us yours, and then Emitsu, you're up.
Hey everyone, my name is Jay Copeland from the channel Stay Fresh Productions. Chad, thank you so much for having me be a part of this collaboration. And yeah, as you've already heard and know, we're talking about New York Nights from the house of Bond number 9. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of experience with the house in general, so I was really grateful to receive a few samples from Chad, so thank you, Chad. And this one, I gotta say, this is a unique scent. I have never smelled anything that smells quite like this. It is a strange mixture of notes and accords, and one that if you just look at the breakdown you would think that doesn't work, but somehow it works. It is definitely a unisex scent. It leans a little feminine, but you can wear whatever you want. If you like it, wear it. At first spray, what I get is a kind of well-balanced mix of jasmine, caramel. I get those C notes. It does have this aquatic quality in the background. There's a little bit of earthy dampness from patchouli, and then a slight touch of coffee. This is one of those fragrances where, at least to my nose, all the notes are kind of just laid out on a platter. It's like you can see everything. You can kind of detect everything individually. It does come together in harmony in a nice way, but I appreciate this about certain fragrances where you can really pick out each individual facet. I'm not super keen on the scent of like carnation, for instance. I couldn't really pick it out, but there are some other floral nuances in there along with this gourmand nature, along with the aquatic nature. And that is the most unique thing about this fragrance, is this kind of trio of accords that you wouldn't normally see together. And it's the aquatic nature that is the curveball, in my opinion. So you got these florals, you got this sweet and rich gourmand nature, and you have the aquatic. And it's, again, not something I would really think would work, but it works here. I got good performance out of this. You know, nothing super spectacular, but I was getting at least 7 to 8 hours on my skin with decent projection. I could smell it pretty much the whole time. I was getting wafts, especially as it dries. You get into the sweeter notes, the caramel, the coffee starts to come out more, and it kind of holds things together a little bit better. And that, you know, it just makes it very, very enjoyable in the dry down to smell for you and for those around you. So that's really it. I really enjoyed getting to know New York Nights. Chad, thank you so much. See you guys later. Peace.
What's going on, Chad? I want to thank you so much for inviting me on your channel to talk about this fragrance, Bond number 9's New York Nights. So guys, this fragrance, what does it smell like? Well, it was released in 2017, and it has a whole bunch of gourmand notes like coffee. It has some chocolatey patchouli. It has a little bit of, what else? A bunch of notes like gardenia, caramel. It's just a really, really interesting, sweet, dense, gourmand fragrance. But I don't know if it's a good gourmand fragrance. And I definitely don't think it's a gourmand fragrance that's warranting the price point that is being asked for by Bond number 9. I mean, $480 for this fragrance is absolute robbery, in my opinion. Like, it's just well, it's just, they might as well just steal from you when you buy this bottle, because that's what they're doing, you know. They're just taking all your money and just saying thank you very much, because you're getting a fragrance that smells nice, but is it worth $480?
No, God! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, when I smelled this fragrance, it reminded me of something. And I was like, wait a minute, this smells like something I know. Like, I just cannot put my finger on it. But I knew it smelled like something I knew. So I went around in my collection. I have tons of fragrances, guys. And I noticed that it reminded me of a fragrance that I recently picked up. Actually, I picked it up almost about 2 years ago. And then I recently picked up a new bottle of it. And it's a fragrance called Cashmerean by Zara. When I smelled this fragrance and I actually compared it to Bond No. 9 New York Night, I actually sprayed both fragrances on my hand. When I smelled them back to back, I was blown away at how similar they smelled. Clearly, Bond is not mentioning that there is Cashmerean in Bond No. 9 New York Nights, but from smelling Cashmerean by Zara, I am very, very convinced that there is definitely a ton of Cashmerean in New York Nights by Bond. And in that case, why am I paying $480 for this fragrance? Cashmerean, by the way, is a $19 fragrance by Zara. $19, guys. And the longevity is not too different. The way it smells is not too far off. I mean, Cashmerean is not as gourmand as New York Nights. It's also not as sweet. And it comes across a little bit more airy and breathy, whereas New York Nights is very like a blanket over your skin. You know, it's that type of fragrance. But the scent in both fragrances is Cashmerean, and it's unmistakable. Cashmerean is a scent that comes across kind of interesting. It has different smell profiles. It can come across a little textured. It has a sweetness. It has like a muskiness to it slightly. It almost has like a gourmandy sweet smell that can smell kind of witty also. It's kind of like a lot of things in one. So it's almost like a filler note in a perfume, in my opinion. So when I smelled Cashmerean and I smelled Bond No. 9's New York Nights, I was definitely a little bit disappointed in Bond. It's not the first time, guys, especially because like I feel like the price point for Bond is always increasing, and it's never, never, never worth what you're paying for at the end of the day. Very few fragrances from this house have I, in my experience, are worth the price point that they're asking for, especially right now. So, do I like this fragrance? I think it smells nice. Bond No. 9's New York Nights, it's a nice smelling scent. It smells like a $90 to $120 designer scent. Do I feel like this fragrance is very unique and interesting? No. Do I feel like this fragrance is a good value? Absolutely not. You know, if you're like a person who makes a lot of money, you can definitely afford a scent like this. But if you're a person who makes a lot of money, why would you want a scent like this? Anyway, if I were to put it in my page rating system and give you my thoughts, P being poor, A for average, G for good, and E for exceptional page, it would definitely be a P, a poor fragrance. I don't even think discounted prices for this fragrance are justifiable. Like anywhere, even half the cost of this scent is not worth the cost to me. It's just not. Maybe a fifth of the cost, maybe. Then it might be worth the cost. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm good with my Cashmerean. I don't see the need in purchasing this scent because I own a Zara fragrance. And the fact that I have to say that is another reason why I give this fragrance a poor rating, a P, the worst rating that I could possibly give it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Cashmere. That's my thoughts on Cashmerean Nights. That's my thought on Buzz New York Nights. What do you guys think about that fragrance? Chad and Justin, I'm really curious. I can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts. But yeah, you guys be safe. I'll speak to you. I can't wait to see this video. Thanks again, Chad, for letting me on this. So you guys be well. Peace.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for doing the video. I really do appreciate it. I really want to finish this week off in a big way, and with you two gentlemen, I certainly did that. So I really do thank you. The notes according to Fragrantica. The top notes are carnation, gardenia, and jasmine with the mid-bean flowers. Okay. C notes, patchouli and sandalwood, and the base is coffee and caramel. So what do I get out of this scent? This scent, I just get an overabundance of florals. I do get a lot of the coffee, but at the same time, I do get that caramel. This is pretty much just a sweet gourmand floral bomb. This is considered unisex. Whatever. This is super feminine. If it's masculine, I would say maybe 20%. That's it. There's nothing unisex about this scent. When to wear this one and occasions. Well, this is clearly a fall and winter scent, and I would say that this is more of a night out scent. Just like the name New York Nights, this is a going out scent. Dates, clubs, no. I would say more so of a lounge, something that's fun, you know. But if you're a woman who makes this her everyday scent, I would say that this is actually not a bad work scent, but it's more so of a night out scent. It's more suited for the nights out there because it does have the sweetness and the gourmand feel. Really does add a very playful and fun touch. Longevity, whew, really good. 10 to 11 hours, and projection was moderate to heavy. With an actual bottle, this will just fill the room. This will knock everybody out, including yourself. So less is truly more. Wife's thoughts on this one. Wife does like it, but she does say it's pretty much just a feminine scent. She does not see this being unisex at all. She does like it. She gets a lot of the florals, and she gets a lot of the coffee along with that caramel. She just gets a sweetness. A sweet floral bomb with coffee is what she gets, but she does like it. Price tag on the official Bond site, this goes anywhere from $260 to $410 USD. Online discounters, this goes anywhere from $135 to $190 USD. So if you want to play it safe, by all means, shop at the actual Bond store or just any place that sells Bond No. 9 fragrances. So my final take on New York Nights. I like the fragrance, but there's no way in hell that this is unisex. There's too much florals, too much sweetness. This comes across as kind of like your traditional perfumery, like your stereotypical woman's fragrance. You know, the florals, the sweetness, minus the fruits. I do like it, but this is no way in hell unisex by any means. If you're a gentleman who is very comfortable in his skin and he likes that, and you have that sense of fashion, you could maybe pull this one off. But for regular everyday guys or just like everyday frag heads, no. I really don't see this doing too well for the men out there, but for the ladies, without question, this will certainly appeal to them. I do like how it has that fun, flirty aspect with the sweetness, and it has that lady touch with the florals, but this one is certainly not for me. Longevity was fantastic. It suits its purpose. This is pretty much just a fun going out scent, but my rating out of 5 is going to be a 3 out of 5. It's not for me, but it still gets a pretty solid rating because of the longevity, the price tag online, and just the performance. It really does last, and it does smell good. So everyone, that is my take along with Simply Put Scents and Stay Fresh Productions. Make sure to check them out. Their links will be down below. Guys, I thank you for your time. Take care, and we will see you later. JC and Emitsu, thank you very much for doing the video. Guys, that is officially it for Bond No. 9 week. We're going back to regular stuff later. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this week.